Hello guys, welcome to another video on this channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing analysis on Euro USD. Last week we talked about analysis on this pair and I showed you what I was expecting on this pair. So this week we are going to be doing an update and we are going to be showing you what you might be expecting in this video. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification button so that when next I upload this and the next video, you are going to be notified immediately so that you don't miss out on a possible trade since we are doing live analysis. So before we do that, let's take a look at what we did last week, right? So I told you pretty much this pair has been in an uptrend and we were expecting it to drop right to this external POI here, but the market dropped and it still has not yet attended that external POI. So last week I told you this market was pushing up here, right? This pretty much was our internal structure until this point where the market happens to break above our previous high. So we had this market take out this inducement here, then it went ahead to create a break of structure. So basically what we mean is this market took out this inducement here, then it went ahead and created our next break of structure. So this is where our break of structure is. So after taking out that break of structure, the market left an inducement. It came back, took out that inducement, then went ahead to give us a break of structure to the upside. So after this, our break of structure, we're expecting the market to respect this trading range from this low to this high, right? We were expecting the market to react within this trading range and continue buying. But unfortunately, the market did not react from there, and the market ended up giving us a change of characters by breaking below this low here. So after the market did break below this low, we started to see prices push to the downside. Now, the first thing we noticed after this market broke was this market push up. It created this pullback here, which acted as our inducement. Then, once it took out that pullback, it sold and gave us a break of structure at this point. Then we had another inducement, and the cycle repeats over and over again with a new trading range being this high to this low here. So after the market did give us this break of structure, the market came back up, tapped into this supply zone here and sold. So this brings us currently to where price is now, right? After price tapped into this our supply zone, it sold, giving us a break of structure. So this is our most recent break of structure in this price. So what are we then looking for in this market, right? This our most recent break of structure. This is our extreme POI here. So we are waiting for the market either to come up here to mitigate this POI, right, and sell after taking out our inducement. So basically, this is where our first pullback is. That is our inducement. Oh, this is where our sorry, this is where our first pullback is, right? So that will be our inducement here. So after price has taken out this inducement, there are two ways which you can trade this. You can also counter trade this by looking at this structure here. So basically, if you want to counter trade this, what you want to be looking for is if the market starts pushing down like this, right? You first concentrate on this leg, right? You identify where that change of characters occur, and as the market starts pushing up, then you can look for a valid break of structure here and trade. So while trading, there are some rules which you need to respect, right? So you cannot target anything above this zone here. If you are placing a target is best to place it before this supply zone here. That's one of the things. Then you can target just the internal breaks of structure here. Don't target anything beyond this external structure. Now, let's take a look at it again and see what we can see in this structure here. Let's go down to a smaller time frame and look at that internal structure and see how we can trade that. So, dropping down to the 1 hour time frame, after dropping down to the 1 hour time frame, we can immediately start identifying some interesting zones here, right? First of all, like I told you, the first thing we want to do is mark out these zones here. We can see the market happens to sweep this low here, right? This low was swept here, and after that sweep, we had a break of structure this market here took out inducement, then it went ahead to break structure here. So this is our internal structure, right? The market went ahead to break structure. So this break of structure was confirmed when this market closed below here. So we have something of this sort. So this has taken out an inducement and has broken above below it to give us a break of structure here. So once this market takes out this high, that is where we can consider as our change of characters, right? So after this change of characters, pretty much this market has been bullish. This market has pretty much been bullish. And let me go to the 45 minutes time frame. Since this is a smaller, since this is a counter trend, we need to look at the market in a smaller time frame. So now, looking at this, right, we can identify some opportunities here. Here we don't have a break of structure, so our first break of structure should be this one. So this is our first internal break of structure here. So the reason why I choose this is because we have this inducement here, right? This is our inducement for this break of structure. So this inducement acts as the liquidity to fuel this move to the upside. Here, right here, if you look critically, what the reason why I wanted to consider this was because of this pullback here. But now this pullback is an inside pull, is this pullback, right? It occur inside this bigger pullback, so this will not really be valid. So that is the reason why I did not consider that. So this is our first break of structure here. After this break of structure, we also have this inducement here, right? So that's a minor inducement. And after the market fell and dropped out, then took out this inducement here, it took out that inducement, then tapped into this point of interest, which was the last unmitigated point of interest in this range. If you look at it critically, you'll see that this was our last point of interest. It got mitigated already. Then the point of interest, then the one it left also got mitigated. So this is how the order flow in this area looks like. So after this, right, after this, since we already have our inducement taken out here, and we have, this will be our most recent break of structure in the internal. This is our most recent internal break of structure, right? Because the market has already taken out this inducement here. So what we want to look out for now is a pullback which will act as our inducement or our liquidity. Now, this is a pullback here that can act as our inducement or liquidity, and then we'll be looking for a trade of this zone. So once this market happens to take out this inducement and liquidity, then we can look for a trade of this zone. So our first position, this is how our first position will look like. So if you enter, right, we need to use confirmation entry. This is how our first position should look like. This is a 1:4.25. Then if we come back to a bigger time frame now, what we can likely do is we can extend our TP up to this high here, which will give us a 1:6, or we extend it right here. But now this will be a fast stretch of what you will not want to be doing, right? Because the market might buy and react off a point of interest here. So we also have, if you look critically, you see that we still have an unmitigated point of interest here. So for me personally, I will I'll put my TP here, but I can extend it a little bit just to fill this fair value gap here. So this is what I'm expecting for EU. And yeah, have a nice day, and please make sure you trade this responsibly. So that is my analysis for EU.